The way that I started the Italy tour is that I flew into Rome, and then from the Termini station I took a train to Bologna. You can take either Italo or Trenitalia. The earlier you order tickets in advance, the cheaper it will be, so I highly recommend you don't buy it on the spot, but buy it way ahead of time to prevent spending like 50 euros. After getting off the train, we had to walk quite a while to the exit. We had to walk all the way up, many flights of stairs, many escalators, but eventually if you follow the signs and you go to the exit, you should be able to exit in no time. Once we got to our place, one thing that I noticed that was super surprising is that the elevator, tiny, and there are flights of stairs, and this elevator, for reference, this is us barely fitting in together in one elevator, but the stairs, they looked pretty wide, pretty cool. It wasn't a bad walk downstairs. Once we got to the top, we were met by the Airbnb host. Buongiorno. And it was huge apartment. It had like 3 rooms and then balcony, and then the view was just spectacular. The only thing though, I didn't realize that the host would be living with us. Once we were all moved in, so I'd stop by this cafe for some food and our very first Italian coffee. We are at Impero Indipendenza or whatever. Pretty nice sandwich shop, just for a quick bite. Another interesting thing I noticed about Italy is that there's a lot of dogs off leash. Our very first stop was this Cattedrale di San Pietro, which was a very beautiful, big church. We then headed to the Bologna Centro Storico, which is the historic center of Bologna, this big, huge plaza. There's a church at the San Patronio Basilica. There's that one right there. Keep in mind that if you want to enter the church, they don't allow exposure of legs, so you need to wear pants, or for €1 you can buy some garment from them to cover your legs. I was wearing shorts and I didn't feel like buying the garment, but my friend was wearing pants, so this is the video that he filmed. While waiting for my friend, I just sat down, as you can see, on the steps. People are just sitting around, resting, or just enjoying the view. We booked a wine degustation on Airbnb at Ebrezze Bar. Gave us 6 total wines to try, and we started off with the sparkling wine. With each wine he gave us, he also gave us some background information about the wine, where it comes from, and its history. Very good. Very good.
Typical wine from the south part of Italy. In the north part is more Pinoletto, Lambrusco. In my hills, more international grape like Cabernet Sauvignon or Merlot. In the south part is 90% with fantastic grape. In this case, only still you can feel all the grape of Sangiovese. I chill 2 minutes in ice, so it's summer. So
Total, he gave us 2 red wines, 2 white wines, and 1 sparkling wine to try. For the price we paid, it was only $38 per person. It was definitely a very worthwhile experience. He also gave us a very generous platter of food to go with the wine, so that was just incredible. And this is the name of the experience. My friend, how do you rate this wine right here?
We have 2 samples. This one, I consider this one to be a lot lighter, more has a lot more fruit to this, I guess. This one is a bit tougher though, but it has a little bit of kick to it, but still you can feel a touch of those flowers, blossom, and even some fruits.
Since we were only here for a day, we decided to book a tour on Airbnb to see the city and everything that be seen. Since it's a small city, 1 to 2 days is plenty. Bologna is more of a socialist city, so they have different kinds of festivals and events related to a socialist cause. During our tour, he took us for us to enjoy some local Aperol spritz. And this was the place that he took us. It wasn't really a bar. I don't know what it was, but there was a barman who was making drinks. And it was called La Braccia. Since there's a lot of universities around, you can see young people sitting around hanging out at night. And of course, I couldn't resist getting myself a second Aperol Spritz.
They crossbows, guns and everything trying to shoot him. He's standing in the middle of the window over there. When they try to shoot him, his daughter sees the situation, runs out, exposes herself to save her father's life.
And this one's famous for people being able to hear each other from across while not facing each other. After the tour ended, we decided to ask the tour guide on where he recommends we eat dinner and then invite him with us to Osteria delle Moline. He just had a glass of the house wine with us. We have tortellini di Bologna, taglia di Bologna, which is a local dish in Bologna, so definitely try it. And to end the night, we got some drinks from Mascarella 22. The next morning, our host offered us some coffee and pastries and sit on the balcony and enjoy the view before we head on train to our next stop, Florence.